fan of softball, then you are going to love the Fastpitch TV show. We're bringing you more interviews, more videos, and more product reviews than anyone else on the planet. Sit back and get ready. Here's the Fastpitch TV show.
Hello and welcome to the Fastpitch TV show. If you found us on Facebook, MySpace, or another video sharing site, please check out our website at fastpitch.tv. It's the place to find all of our past episodes and a place to keep up with future episodes too. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Softball Junk. Please visit their website at softballjunk.com. Now at the end of today's show, I'm going to give you a special code that will give you $20 off softball bats on our website, so make sure you stay tuned for that code. Now, the PFX Tour came to town a few weeks ago, and for those who do not know what it is or have not seen past that show so far, that stands for Pro Fast Pitch Extreme. I love the PFX Tour. They're a league of professional softball players that tour the whole country. And that's great because a lot of people don't live in a city with a pro league and can't travel to there. So this gives them the opportunity to see softball at the pro level. Now, at every city they play in, they have a coaches clinic. This week, I'm bringing you another part of their coaches clinic they held here in Dallas, Texas, with Lisa Fernandez and Kirk Walker. This week, they're answering the question, what are your best hitting drills?
First of all, the one is teaching your kids when the first part of their batting practice is taking the first set of pitches that they're going to get on the day going opposite field. That's in season. That's about timing. That's about not fixing your swing. That's about being confident with your swing. I think that's probably something that's almost a day-to-day thing, or certainly a regular thing for your kids. I think the other thing is just the skill of front toss. I can't emphasize enough that every one of you should be able to throw front toss to your athletes to simulate pitches being thrown at them in game length, because you can really control throwing middle, throwing in, and throwing out without changing a lot. You don't even need to stride you can be 10 feet away from them just behind a net and tossing to those locations. They're going to get timing from your arm swing, and that's good. And that's how you can all of a sudden start in the season, start interrupting, stopping, to change up, and then flipping the ball. So I think front toss, just as an exercise drill, without any instruction, is one of the best things you can do if you don't have the ability to have live pitching. And it's probably better than machine, to be honest with you.
I like the one arms, so that's just a staple. It's every single day. They just get a tee, they go down on a back knee, and basically they just isolate their body. So they learn how to unlock, making sure, we talk a lot about keeping a frame in terms of a frame, call it the hole, see the hole, where we don't want our kids doing this, or, that's probably the biggest thing they'll do. So to be able to break it down so that they can kind of see the unlocking of the elbow, then the barrel. We talk a lot about barrel lag. This is barrel lag, so that I make sure that when I hit the ball, I can always hit every pitch up the middle. If my barrel gets out in front of my hands, where's it going to go? It's going to get hooked. So we want to make sure that everything is lagged. And then barrel angle, barrel above the hand at the sign of approach, and then as you approach it, then yes, at some point the barrel will go below the hands, but we never refer to that, because that's going to happen naturally. We don't want our kids going, oh, barrel below the hands, so let me start doing this. So one arm. We do it in a manner where we talk about extension, so that we hit it, and we talk about click, 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 so that we make sure we stay long. A lot of kids will do this.
The key thing is that the extension is occurring after contact, because a lot of kids are trying to make contact fully extended. And this is a big source of the problem, because if I'm fully extended and I'm making contact, first of all, every ball I hit is going to go to left field. Okay? So getting your athletes to understand that bat lag is good, and contact is going to occur, as Lisa's showing you, squared to the ball, squared up to the ball with that bat lag, and then you're going to release through to extension. You want to get to extension as you're following through, but it's not where you want to get to first before contact.
And we'll hear about that referred to as being on a long plane. So if you look at it, I can contact the ball here, and now I can contact the ball all this way. As opposed to, you'll see a lot of the kids go to here, they'll contact it, and then they do this. And that's where they kind of pull off of it. So that's why we talk about making sure you stay in, so you're as long as possible to stay on a long plane. You can do the same thing with the back arm. Talk about the strong angle, contact, get through it.
And there's a difference between having a long swing and hitting through a long zone. Two different things. A long swing, meaning that my hands are probably going to extend back here and travel out and around. I would have a very long swing through a short zone. And hitting through a long zone means I'm going to be accelerating forward, getting that barrel on plane in the zone and traveling through that zone a long time so that I don't have to be perfect on contact. I can be good on contact and still get a base hit. If I'm a little bit late, it goes to right field. If I'm right on, right back in the middle. If I'm a little bit early, hopefully it's going left center. So I'm hitting through a big zone. I don't have one perfect contact.
But I will tell you this, it's important though, and I can't stress it enough, is you got to find out what those drills are for each of your players. There are some kids that I have that, yes, one arms is part of their deal, but they're rhythm people. They need to feel like they're in a good rhythm.
Yeah.
So they do a different drill. They'll do a walkthrough drill, hit through it. Then I have another kid who, I needed her to be able to be comfortable getting to contact, boom, getting to contact, boom, getting to contact, and then getting contact through extension. Contact through extension. That was her drill that she needed to do. So it is important that you do have to, define what it is for each kid.
But that walk-up drill that she's saying, I think is one, especially for athletes that maybe haven't fine-tuned their swing yet, is that rhythm of hitting, because hitting is a rhythm feeling, is that walk-up drill. I really think that is a great game, warm-up, game day, in-season type of a drill for most kids. You'll have some kids where it actually hurts them, but more kids than not try and swing with all their weight on their backside. And that walk-up drill is going to get them to step into a pinch and feel them come off that backside as they're going into a swing. So I think that's a great rhythmic swing drill that can be very beneficial for almost all of your kids.
You see a kid that, like Kirk said, is very herky-jerky. They want to be rhythmic when you hit, If I'm hitting well, you should see rhythm. My load to my stride. My load to my stride. You know what I mean? There should be some kind of a rhythm. If they're like, and you're like, oh gosh, you got, if they're flying open, teaching them how to stay in, stay long through it, so that they don't just get comfortable and then fly.
A good swing looks effortless. Your hands, the barrel looks fast, but the swing looks effortless. If you see someone swinging and they're working really hard and you see a lot of hard movement, like Lisa's saying, that's going to be a problem. Because the swing should not be a jerky or a hard move. It should be an easy move. That speed should be what's accelerating, but not.
If we had one kid who, when she was in a funk, I would have her do backhand tosses. She was right-handed, and she would have an issue with casting. So I'd just say, all right, let's play catch. She'd get balls, and she'd just do back arm tosses like this, outside, inside, so she could get that feeling of this. That was what she did. I'd get her that, and right away it would click with her on how to be a little bit more compact when she, get into her swing. So, like I said, it's a blanket one. I love the one arms, but ultimately you got to try and get to each kid and find out what clicks for them that puts it all together.
I hope you enjoyed that segment of the PFX Tour Coaches Clinic. To find out more information about the PFX, to see their schedule or anything, just visit their website at pfxtour.com. Now, before I close the show, I want to make sure that everyone who watches this show on their iPhone, iPod, or iPad, or Apple device knows about our Fastpitch TV show app. You can find more information on it at fastpitchapps.com. It does cost $1.99, but gosh, what a great way to help support the show. Don't forget to check out our website, by the way, fastpitch.tv. Become a fan of the show at facebook.com/fastpitchtv. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/fastpitchtv. Now, as I stated at the beginning of the show, Softball Junk has a special offer just for the Fastpitch TV show family. Softball Junk's going to give you $20 off the price of any non-sale softball bat on their website until the end of the year. That's right, you can take $20 right off the price of the bat. So the next time you buy a bat from their website, just enter the code FPTV1, and that's it, $20. You can visit their website at softballjunk.com. Now, I don't mind you sharing this information with your friends. Please tell your friends they can save $20 on a bat. But tell them to watch the show. Don't give them the code. Tell them to watch the show and get the code for themselves, okay? Help us out there. Well, that's all for today's show. Goodbye, and thanks for watching.